All right. Okay, so hello, and welcome to the Cleaning Girl Clubhouse, where we share simple solutions, strategies, and systems to start, scale, and support your house cleaning business. I'm Kelly, the Cleaning Girl, and I'm an award-winning and professional housekeeper of over 20 years. And now I teach women just like you how to turn their love of cleaning into a profitable house cleaning company. And if you haven't already, be sure to download my new Start Your Cleaning Biz workbook. It gives you a solid starter list to launch your business and level up to the pros. I am so excited that you're here today because we have a returning guest. And in case this is your first time joining, just remember that I'm using the StreamYard app. So if you haven't already, be sure to click the link at the top of the post, all the way at the top, and give StreamYard permission to show your pretty Facebook picture and comment. So today we're talking about social media superstar and how one of the most common questions that I always get from cleaning girls is, how do I get clients? So I wanted to take a moment and make this live special by bringing you one of our expert speakers from the Cleaning Girl Academy to share with us how to effectively show up as a business owner and maximize your reach on social media so that you can collect this cleaning cash. And so please help me welcome my friend and your friend, Megan Baxter, our social media strategist. Welcome, Megan. Thank you for joining us today.
Hello.
Please tell us about yourself and your amazing ability to grow social media accounts.
Thank you so much. Yes, I think my nerd superpower is mastering the patterns of an algorithm. A lot of pride in that. I love data and number crunching, and my innate draw to that has always made me very proficient in anything that is algorithmic pattern, right? Because an algorithmic pattern is just a line of code, millions of lines of code that breaks down on an if-then flow chart. If you do this, the algorithm responds with that. If you do that, the algorithm responds with this. It's very simplistic when it's broken down. It's all very logical because, again, it's a computer software that's running these decisions. But when we don't understand them, they can be very overwhelming, very discouraging, and very frustrating. So I focus a lot of my public coaching on helping women business owners. I help some cool guys too, but typically it's my focus is women business owners get proficient in the different social media platforms, all the way from their search engine optimization. And specifically, I have a powerhouse strategy for Facebook in particular. I always recommend Facebook as the first platform to grow your business on. All platforms have a pro and con aspect to them, but Facebook is the easiest to grow the fastest. It has the largest number of users, which gives you out of the gate the largest potential market. And it's also very user friendly. The algorithm's looking for about 21 things from you on a whole, as opposed to other platforms where the algorithm is much more complex. It's harder to really fall into a rhythm. Facebook has laid theirs out pretty straightforward. If you give the algorithm what it wants, the algorithm will show you to almost the entire world, and you can get your business up, running, and off the ground relatively quickly. I have a specific system for that. We actually run it inside of a challenge twice a year that I used when growing my public coaching business. I decided when I took my coaching from private to public so that I could reach and help more female entrepreneurs, I decided that I better go prove my salt. So I started a brand new page from scratch, zero. I invited a handful and a half of members of my own direct sales team so that they could kind of watch and learn and mimic what I was doing. And I invited my grandma because she's an excellent cheerleader. She's 86. She's great. And she appears on most of my posts. So I invited my grandma, but that was it. I didn't invite my personal friends. I didn't invite my personal following, although it is quite large. I wanted this to be like I'm going to go prove myself to the world right now.
Yeah.
I successfully did that. I did 0 to 3,500 followers in under 30 days. I continued on. I hit 10K in under 90 days. And we are just shy of 9 full months being in, and it is over 16,000.
Yes.
Soon to cross 17,000 because I'm actively running the challenge with my students again right now. So we'll see that exponentially continue to grow, which is proof that anybody can do it. Right? Absolutely. It's duplicatable. It's replicatable. In the 9 months since creating that page and going public with my coaching, I have actually had almost 300 students come through my challenge and do the exact same thing. And I even had one student that beat my record. My record for under 30 days was the 3,500. And I have a student that crossed 4,000 in her first 30 days.
Nice.
Yes. Which the duplicatable part is what makes it magic. because we have proven now at this point, hundreds of times over, anybody can do it.
And so the challenge that you're speaking about is Megan's amazing 21-day challenge, which I signed up for again. And it's 100% all about how to commit to starting and growing your social media presence the right way with the right social media strategy. And I was on your live yesterday and got to witness the returning students from your first challenge and see their explosive growth. And now to learn how how the algorithm, it's a big word, algorithm, how the algorithm has changed and what we now need to do this month to redirect our social media to stay on the right track. I mean, it's quite a job, right? And so if I were a new cleaning girl starting out and trying to struggle with, all of the different platforms, right? You said Facebook is definitely like, the easiest one, and trying to figure out how to sync my social media so that it sticks. What would be the first thing that you would recommend, besides joining your 21-day challenge, obviously, to show up in front of, my local audience on social media?
So the first thing you have to do is you need to be on a business page. That has always been a best practice. However, the most recent algorithm updates that have taken place over the past 4 to 6 weeks has made that extremely mandatory. Facebook, because they are a business and they allow us to use their platform for free to grow our businesses, but they are a business in the sense that they generate billions of dollars a year in ad revenue. So they want as many people on the platform as possible for as long as possible. So they have the maximum amount of opportunity to show the ads that people purchase, the ability to place on the platform. Knowing their model and understanding their model, it's going to be the biggest thing to help you, right? Just accept that Facebook is a business. I hear thousands of times over in the past several years that I've been coaching, Facebook, they're all about their ads. Yes, they are. They're $1 billion company. They have shareholders and stockholders and people's jobs that are relying on them staying in business. Yes, they are. They're all about the ads because that's their business model. But the incredible part is their business model gives smaller business owners like ourselves that aren't $1 billion companies the ability to reach almost the entire world, 2.1 billion people at our fingertips entirely for free and organically. So I always start by encouraging people to stop getting angry at the platform. It's not doing anything mean to you, right? The algorithm isn't hand selecting Susan and saying, I don't like Susan, so I'm not going to show Susan what she's posting. That's not how it works. It's incapable of that. It is a robot. It's just a machine. And when you accept that, then you're able to say, okay, what do I have to do to get the platform to leverage to give me what I want? And what we want as small business owners is maximum exposure, a larger audience, an ability to market ourselves, our brand, our business, and potential to have unlimited growth. Until you have spoken to all 2.1 billion people on the platform, you're not done growing, right? There is always more to grow. And that's really not provided for small business owners, at least not for free, anywhere else in the planet than I know of. So I really like to first fix people's perspective and then make it very clear that they have to go into a business page. The newest algorithm updates that occurred over the past 4 to 6 weeks, Facebook is taking away the links to businesses or products in personal pages altogether. Now, this isn't new. Since about 2019, 2020, they've been trying to get the businesses off of the personal pages and into the appropriate designated space. Do your business on a business page. It was a slow moving process for them to really get to where they wanted to be. And they're still in the process of that now. But Facebook's ultimate interest is the end user experience. And a lot of people have expressed discontent with how much their feed is full of buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Facebook really had no choice but to respond. So a short while ago, just back in February, when we did the first edition of the 21-day growth challenge, if you used links on your business page and did it very sparingly, like one every 2 or 3 days, it wouldn't really hurt you. You could still get by. Facebook now has kind of upped their ante on that. If you link to a third-party website, a shopping app, a shopping link, an affiliate link, a network marketing link, your business website, if you link out to something like that on your personal page, they actually stop showing you altogether. And they have recently made it very clear that in the near future, they will start actually deleting and unpublishing pages. They don't want on a personal page. So It's time, if you have not already. If you have been saying, I've got this great following, that's awesome. You will have a great following on a business page. You can promote your business page in your personal page. Say, hey guys, I'm taking my business to the next level. Please come and support my business over here, right? You don't lose that following. That
Right.
following is always there. They're always going to be your ride or dies, right? Your most loyal of loyal. They're your friends from forever. You've had them since you got on the platform, and that's amazing. But also, the majority of your personal friends aren't going to be the main supporters of your business. They're not going to be your clients. They're not going to be your customers, no matter what your business model is. Some will, but it's going to be few and far between. And you'll actually be able to scale your business faster and increase your revenue and your bottom line if you get out there and start seeking actual potential customers and leads for your business, as opposed to some more friends to share memes with.
You bring up a really good point, about, not all those people following you on your personal page are going to be your customer. So I noticed, of course, through COVID, everybody's cleaning. There's a bunch of reels out there for cleaning now. You have everybody and anybody showing up and doing a cleaning reel, and they're able to grow their personal pages like crazy, right? Because people are now following them because they put out a bunch of, cleaning reel videos. And yeah, they have a following on there, but do you think that they're getting more followers because obviously they're doing reels, so it's being seen, and then people are gravitating obviously because they like cleaning, they want to watch satisfying cleaning videos. But do you think that Facebook is going to eventually start hindering those types of videos because it could lead to a link, like, if someone especially is saying in the video, follow my link for more, or click the link to buy. I know that that's been a little bit of an issue with TikTok. Like, if you mention some of those words in the video, like, they're not pushing your video.
On a
Do you like?
personal page, you will start to
Yeah.
see those same shifts. And as it is, you cannot link a reel anyhow. You have to do the ask for the link in the comments. You have to, you know what
Right.
I mean? Have a little point below, arrow, click below. You know what I mean? You're already kind of doing that dance and playing those games as it is.
Yeah.
So I'm a very pragmatic person. I don't want to do a dance and play a game. I don't want to make a bunch of content that next week may not serve me or help me or grow me or even get seen at all. And I never want to make content that doesn't get seen, because that's a big waste of time. And I don't like to feel like I'm wasting my time. Business pages have their own reels, and business page reels promoting your business while having an incredible cleaning video will work twofold for you. They'll
Yeah.
drive traffic to your business with the intention of the people that get there. They're aware that you might reach out to them about your business because they're on your business page. That's a lot of why Facebook made that division. They just want people, no surprise, right? They don't want you to be like, oh, I'm on this page and we're really good friends, and now she's trying to get me to pay her $300 a week to clean my house. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to be her friend. Whereas if they're in your business page, they're not ever surprised when you're talking about your business because they knowingly followed your business page.
Right.
It claims that it's a business page, right? Facebook's very big on page transparency. They say right at the top, page transparency. They tell you who's running ads. They tell you if this is a business.
Yeah.
They're very clear. They just don't want those. They refer to them as backdoor sales pitches.
Yeah.
I don't know that that term is entirely fair. It sounds a little harsh even to me, but I see what they're saying. I understand what they're saying. If somebody is knowingly in your business page, you're never going to be faulted for sharing a link, sharing your appointment setter, your calendar, your downloadable guide, your course, your anything. You're not going to be penalized because you're conducting your business in the place it's supposed to be.
Right.
Additionally, if you're going to build a strong foundation for your business, muddling it up with your personal life is not always the best idea. Do you go out and get wasted on Fridays? It's not accusatory, but do you?
Right.
Have a bunch of pictures that you're tagged in from your girlfriends when you're out having a wild weekend? Is that how you want your potential high-end clients to view you? That doesn't mean you don't get to be a person in your downtime, but you should have a separation between your personal life and your professional life anyways,
Yeah.
especially if you're somebody that's going to be going after higher ticket clients. I don't know what the going rate for a cleaning service is, but I would imagine that it's a luxury. And it's not a luxury everybody can afford. Because it's not a luxury that everybody can afford, it's likely that you would be targeting professionals, the well-to-dos, the business owners, the corporations, the people that own the office building, right? Like that could be a
Yeah.
really big account for you. If you could get 9 lawyers to pay you to clean their offices in the same building, that could be a potential huge score. But are they going to take you seriously if it's muddled into a page where you're doing a goofy dance with a spaghetti strainer on your head in your pajamas?
Yeah. That's another good point. So when I talk with cleaning girls, the majority of them now, I find it so funny how easy it is now to get work compared to 20 years ago. We didn't have any of this, right? We didn't even have email. AOL had just came out. We're talking like 23, 24 years ago. So when I see people now and they're like, I can't get clients, I'm like, what? What do you mean you can't get clients? It literally goes over my head because I think about all of the easy ways that they have, right at their fingertips to go out and start marketing for cleaning services. And so one of the things that I always see is that, people are, specifically cleaning business owners, are going into the Facebook mom groups, right? And they are, mentioning their services or, hey, contact me, message me. The first thing that mom is going to do, what I would do, is they're going to check out their Facebook profile. Now, most groups don't allow pages to join, right? So you have to join by your personal profile. So that mom is going to click on the name, go to the personal profile. And like you said, who knows what's waiting on the other side, right? If they haven't been taking care of their social media. If they want to use that strategy, which most times I hear of, cleaning girls that do that, they are successful, but it does dry up eventually, right? But if they're going to use that to start, what do you recommend that they do for their personal social media page so that they can at least attract eyeballs to who they are and what they do, and then possibly move them somewhere else down the road? But initially, to get them on their social media page so that the person, kind of has that know, like, trust factor that, oh, okay, she mentioned something in the mom group. I went to her page. Maybe like the third post down, it's showing that, she does cleaning or something like that. Like, what do you recommend for that case?
So the first thing I would do is you're allowed to have one link in your bio on a personal page. On a business page, you can have many links, which is also very nice. But in your personal page, you can have one link. I would be linking them to my business page so that first and foremost, they see my business page by name so that they can, if I'm on Kelly Jones's page, and then it's, oh, I'm on Kelly, the cleaning girl. That's where I
Right.
wanted to be. I wanted to check out her cleaning business. So they see
Right.
that prevalent right at the top. I think
Okay.
that's a great way to siphon your traffic through. But additionally, if that's going to be your strategy, I'm not a big fan of spam the groups. It's got a negative
Yeah.
influence. Most group owners don't allow for it. When the admins see it, they're likely going to boot you out. It can leave a negative taste in people's mouths because they're like, hey, I was talking about my kid's diaper pail, and now you're telling me I got to give you money to wash my floor. Like, that's not what I was
Yeah.
looking for here. I wanted to talk about like dirty diapers because moms do that. Right. So but if you're finding it working for you in the moment, then go ahead. I agree with what you said that will eventually dry up. It always does. It's a short-term tactic versus a long-term strategy in
Right.
experience, in my opinion. But if that is the tactic that you're going to be using in the moment, then I would heavily encourage you that your page better be awfully wholesome. And when you are posting anything, you need to say to yourself, if I saw this post, would I let this person in my home unsupervised?
Right. Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
needs to reflect that. It needs to reflect the superior quality of trustworthy, wholesome, ethical, all of the things that you would look for. Go and open TikTok right now. First 5 videos that come up in your feed, watch those videos and tell me, would you let any of them in your house unsupervised?
Mm-hmm.
And if the answer is no, then that's a perfect example of what we're telling you not to do.
Right. Yeah, no, I get that. And then one last question just about the personal page. Do you recommend, as far as, like, the banner, right? The cover, because that's prime real estate. Do you think it would make sense for that cleaning girl to have like a picture of her family, right? Or her dog, or the business card? What is your, like, expert opinion? Because I've seen both. I've seen both do good and bad, as far as results. So I've been torn. I don't know the answer to that.
So the business, I don't agree with a business banner on your personal page. I don't agree with it. Right now, as far as the algorithm is concerned, it's not going to necessarily impact you, but I can warn you now. In about 6 months' time, we're going to see an enhanced AI or an AI enhanced algorithm rolling out in Facebook. The
Okay.
changes are already in place. The software designers have already been set to work. There are hundreds of them working on it, and it will be rolling towards visual scan of content and what gets chosen to get shown or not. So if Facebook
Mm.
is telling you out loud, we don't want business on a personal page, right? They're very vocal. If you go to the Meta Suite right now, you can find 30 articles and 1 in 30 phrases is no business. Like they're all over it. They're very, very clear. They're not hiding this from us. This is not a secret. This is accessible information. So knowing that they don't want business on a personal page, and knowing that in the very near future, less than half a year away, they're going to have the ability to visually scan content before they show it, I would think that that would be a bad practice, at least in the near future. In
Okay.
this moment, is it going to impact you? Probably not, except for you're still muddying those waters, right? Um, I like to err on the side of caution. I don't want to build an incredible following and have Facebook come in and take it away from me because I refused to make my content in the place that they asked me to make it. Because that's really all they did. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
you can have this giant platform for free. You can market yourself unlimited. Just please do it over here. And I don't want to be the person that's like, no, I'll do it where I want, because I would expect them to shut me down. And
Okay.
in the long term, that is what's going to start happening. They have made public announcements about that. At first, if you had business on your personal page, they would just hide that one post. And then it was if you had business on your personal page and they picked up on it, they would hide that post, but they would also suppress the rest of your post for, at first it was 24 hours. And then in second offense, it's 48 hours. And then you can go into 30 days suppressed content, which is terrible. I actually have a girl in one of my teams that had that happen to her because she just would not get on the bandwagon and do it where they want. She was very resistant to the change, and they suppressed her content. And she sent me a screenshot of the little pop-up. Your content is suppressed for the next 30 days for violating our community. That's not what they want. So to me, again, pragmatic, I don't want to play the game. I don't want to play the game. I would just go rather build an empire where I'm given permission to build an empire. That's my matter of personal choice. But I also understand that people come to their choices in their own time, right? So
Yeah.
if the option is not promote yourself or run a business page, then I would say, promote yourself, but know that at the very least in the next few months, you have to move over to a business page or you're going to be wasting your time.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. I mean, knowing what I know now, I'm all over this, and I continue to set goals each week to increase my followers. Again, as you know, I got hacked a few weeks ago. It's been a nightmare to say the least. But I did go ahead and get meta verified on my personal page, and I went live the next morning as soon as I got my personal page back, and only of course after I paid to be meta verified. And I told all of my cleaning girls, I was like, listen, if you are depending on social media to start or scale your business, you need to get meta verified. Like, this is part of your business. This should be part of your business strategy. The $12, it's deducted, it's an expense, and it's just going to give you that much more support. I just cannot, after everything that I've been through, the frustration, the horror of just not being able to get that back. It's a lot. It consumed me for several days, and I still to this day don't have my admin access for my Facebook business manager on my Facebook business page. So I can still access my Facebook personal page, which gives me access to my group, but my group admin access is through my Facebook business page. So I'm still waiting for the hacker to be removed as the admin, and then for my admin access to be restored. And then I can do, everything I need to do on my business page, which then gets shared to my personal page and then also gets shared to the group. So it's just a whole lot of mess.
Yeah.
But for that $12 a month, every day I'm updated by email. I can go right into the chat. And I just talked to somebody the other day from Facebook. Meta called me, and he was from London, and just reassured me, like, it is high level. The hacker that hacked me also hacked into like 10 other accounts. And when you go into my Facebook business manager, you can actually see all the other accounts that he hacked into. So not only does he have access to my account, you can see all the other accounts that he has admin access to. So it's like, it's not just me that's being affected. It's obviously 10 other people just from that one hacker. And that's just for Facebook. I don't know what else they're doing, but it's just been so much. And I was like, listen, $12 a month, you need to do it. Because if you don't have any other strategies and you're solely focusing on social media and dependent on social media, they are now telling you like this stuff happens, it's going to continue to happen. And if you want that support, you need to pay. And that's it. I would gladly pay all day. I would have paid prior, knowing that this could have happened. I just didn't know. I mean, I knew it could happen, but I just didn't know that it was going to happen to me and to this degree. So I'm, obviously, of course, pay attention to the rules, do what you're supposed to do. It is free marketing. You got to do it the right way if you really want to make an impact. And that extra $12 a month doesn't hurt to know that at the end of the day, you can jump on a live chat and get somebody to look into your account and tell you exactly what's going on. Like game changer. Totally. Absolutely. So I say all that to say, yes, I am going through this again, setting goals each week, following my my Facebook action over there to make sure that, once my account gets up, we have a new 21-day strategy that can roll out, get us some new followers, get us in front of some new people. And I just want to be able to share that with you guys as well. So I'm going to put Megan's link here in the comments so that you can follow her. You can grab her free workbook, the reverse hashtag system, and get started setting up your social media for success today. Megan, did you want to share something really quick about your reverse hashtag?
I do. So 80%, actually it's about 84%, but just over 80% of small business owners are using their hashtags wrong.
Yeah.
Flat out wrong, backwards, 100% backwards. This is something that I teach extensively inside the 21-day growth challenge, but it is also something that is so fundamental to getting your business seen and allowing yourself to grow and getting yourself in front of the right targeted audience that I actually put it into it's got its own workbook. And this is free. This is completely free. So you can download this, you can print it out. It doesn't come out of your printer with the spiral binding. You'd have to put that on yourself, but it's printable. It'll teach you everything you know in and out or how to actually hashtag to target. So an example that I use quite often, I use eye cream a lot as like a talking point, but I'll use cleaning girl. So if you are somebody that is using hashtags, you know that hashtags will leverage you. Hashtags are how you get seen by people that don't already follow you, right? The algorithm, the computer, it takes out, oh, she uses this hashtag and she uses this hashtag. They must have something in common. I'll show them to each other and see if it's a match. Short version, right? A little more complicated behind the scenes, but that's the short version of how a hashtag works for you. So what a lot of business owners do is they hashtag what their business is or what they sell. So Kelly, if you were to hashtag cleaning girl, that sounds super logical. It does.
Yeah.
Right. I'm Kelly, the cleaning girl. So hashtag Kelly or hashtag cleaning girl. That's going to get me out there as the cleaning girl. And again, super logical, but it's backwards because who hashtags cleaning girl? All the cleaning girls in the world, all the cleaning girls on the planet that use hashtags probably use hashtag cleaning girl, hashtag cleaning service, hashtag I clean for you, right? Those hashtags are used predominantly. Every interview, there's one word, predominantly. Those are used by people in your industry, hence essentially your competitors, right?
Yeah.
So you're using your hashtags to get seen by people that don't know you, but the algorithm, again, it cannot yet determine intent. So it just goes by, oh, cleaning girl, you must have something in common. Let me show them to each other. But it's only putting you in front of girls that are already cleaning.
Right.
Or other cleaning businesses. And while that's awesome to get a follower count up, a follower count is really a vanity metric. The number of followers you have isn't what pays your bills. It's the number of customers you gain out of that follower count that pays your bills and makes your business successful in the digital space. Your conversions are what matter, not how many people actually see your page at the end of the day, right? You want people to see your page so that you can convert them from follower to customer, client, whatever, you know what I mean, depending on the industry that you're in. But just having the follower, that's not what puts any money in your pocket. So what you want to be doing with your hashtags is you want to be utilizing them to get in front of people that would actually need your services. So I don't know, hashtag really busy mom, hashtag mama can't keep up, hashtag mama needs a nap, right? Because busy moms with their hands full probably are more likely to want a cleaning lady to come in even once a week just to help out, right? Another niche market that I feel is a gold mine for the cleaning industry, stay-at-home moms. Hashtag SAHM. It's got its own subculture following. If you actually search the hashtag SAHM, you're going to find it is all the stay-at-home moms all over the freaking world. Um, they're there. They are loud. They have their own thing. They share their communities, their tips and whatnot. A stay-at-home mom and a homeschool mom, also a great one. Hashtag homeschool mom. There's something that people don't give into effect, especially the homeschool mom. Homeschooling your kids is extremely time consuming.
Yeah.
And if you have multiple children that you are trying to give a full education to on your own, you aren't mopping your floors at 2 o'clock every afternoon just because you're home. It's not happening, right? You are chasing kids around trying to get them to remember how to spell alligator. You're trying to teach them that frogs are amphibians, not reptiles, right? You're like doing those things. It's very hands-on. It's very time consuming. I support it. I actually am a homeschool mom myself. With my youngest, my oldest, I hadn't made that decision yet. And I regret it. But I can tell you, when my daughter was younger, my house was not cleaned up. It's not that it was, a nightmare. It didn't look like a bomb went off in there, but I was not on top of my game. And if I had been in the financial situation when my kids were smaller, that the option for someone to just come in and just do a little bit of the nitty gritty for me, like that would have made such an impact.
Yeah.
There's an incredible niche market. The only way you're going to get in front of that niche market is to put yourself in front of that niche market, whether it's the homeschool mom, the stay-at-home mom, the overtired mom, mom with 2 toddlers, great hashtag, right? If you've got 2 littles, you're so tired. And
Yeah.
if you can afford it, you would absolutely take the help if you found the person you could trust to come into your home. Hands down, right? That could be life-changing for some people. There's such a positive impact that the service that your industry provides can be done. Flip side of that, young professionals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Young professionals, they're also, I would imagine, a bread and butter for you. The bachelor man with the really good job that just doesn't want to do the cleaning, right? If he can afford it and he doesn't have those family bills yet because he's, a 28 young professional, then he would be a great market for you as well. But again, how do you get in front of him? Not by hashtag cleaning girl. He's never going to use the hashtag cleaning girl, right?
Right.
He's never going to see your content. So that's why I call this strategy the reverse hashtag, because logic of the way people do it. But when you reverse that, you actually yield a much more palpable result for yourself. And you start to really target down and get in front of who you want to be in front of.
Wow.
I know it's a lot.
I have so many notes from your lives this week in the challenge, and then also notes here, for our cleaning girls. And ladies, if you are listening and you want a copy of Megan's free workbook, the reverse hashtag system, I'm going to add it in the comments. Grab the link, get into her challenge, grab the workbook, and start your social media strategy today. And hopefully you'll be able to go on and catch up on her previous. You started it Monday, right? So it's Monday, Tuesday. So today's Wednesday, and then Thursday will be day 4. So you're just kind of in the middle. I'm sorry, you're actually in the beginning. You haven't met the middle yet, so there is time for people to jump in and start. And it doesn't matter. I mean,
and their lifetime access. Lifetime access. So if you register, you have full access to all of the replays, and you also get access to all of the updates when the algorithm changes. So as you saw, Kelly, when you came back in, you had access to the videos. The only thing you had to do was grab your new workbook. The trainings, the algorithm updates, when they shift to that AI enhanced algorithm in a few months, all of those updates, you'll have access to them if you get in when it's registering now.
Yeah. So you don't have to figure out like what's going on with my page. Like, oh my gosh, Facebook hates me. No, you just jump over to Megan's group and you find out what's going on, and then jump in the training and make sure that you're following, those steps so that your page gets seen. A lot of information, really, really good information, especially for somebody who was like, ready to get their calendar together, especially right before we start for the holiday rush. I can't vouch for that any farther than I do, because it's so important to have a strategy in place. I'm all about strategies and systems. And too often you get people that are just, they throw spaghetti at the wall for 3 days. And when they don't get the results, they, it's the platform's fault, or, oh, it's not working for me, or I just, it's not worth my time. So I think what you offer is something that is so substantial to any business owner, not just, of course, cleaning girls, but any business owner that really wants to get a handle on their brand and getting their business out there in front of, their target customers. So thank you. And go. I just want to do a really quick Q&A because I want our audience to get to know Megan. So Megan, really 5 quick questions. Are you an East Coast or West Coast girl?
I'm an East Coast. I'm in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, East Coast, all the way. And are you a beach or a mountains girl?
Oh, beach all day long. I love the sun. I love the sun.
New Hampshire, do you guys have a beach there?
We do. We have an entire side of our state. Our eastern side is entirely shoreline.
I wasn't even thinking. I'm thinking you're closer in. So you are on the coast.
We're on the coast. Yep. So we have lots of beach. Our biggest one that anyone knows is Hampton. But then we have smaller ones all the way up and as you head into Maine. But yeah, we're all the way over. So we're a small state. So we don't have a lot of oceanfront property, but we have it. And that's what counts.
Okay. I kept thinking you guys were like in a state. I was like, I kept thinking like you were like under Maine, but like in, like maybe like a border of like Rhode Island. I'm not like when I look up there, obviously when you look up there, it's like all Maine anyway. So I kept on the other side of Rhode Island. So, all right, well, that's cool. Oh yeah. Beach all day, every day. And tell us, what did you have for dinner last night?
Oh, chicken noodle soup. First soup of the season. Was really excited about it. The first big batch of soup simmering all day when it first gets cold in fall is like a really exciting thing in my little mom world. So we had homemade chicken noodle soup.
Nice. And do you love to clean or hate to clean? Be honest.
I love things being clean, so I will do it, but I don't love it.
Well, you'd be a great customer. See that?
Yes. Yeah. See, I would be a great customer because I don't really want to do it anymore. As I've gotten older, it's just like, I was much more enthusiastic about cleaning when I was younger.
Yeah. And
now I just want it to stay clean like magic. That's what I want now. Like that's the age I'm at.
Yeah, I turn into it. I can be a witch all day, every day. Like after I clean, no one's cooking. We're not cooking. Don't go take a shower. No, like leave the bathroom alone. When we have parties, like like dinners or anybody coming over for whatever, and I clean our downstairs bathroom. I haven't done this in a while, obviously, because my kids are older now. But when they were younger, I would lock the bathroom door so nobody could use it until we had the party. They'd have to go upstairs and use the other bathroom. Luckily, we had 2 bathrooms, but I would be like, no, because I just cleaned this bathroom. I had the candle lit, the toilet paper is folded, everything is perfect. And you're going to come in here and you're going to mess up the toilet paper. You're probably not going to put the seat down. There's going to be trash in the trash can. And I just don't want to deal with any of it. So for 15 minutes, I need this bathroom to stay super clean before our first guest arrives. And I would just drive them crazy. That was like my only pet peeve. Like back in the day when I would clean the house and we would be doing it, for some type of entertaining. And I would lock that bathroom door and make them go upstairs. I'm like, you can do this for today. When everybody gets here, you can use the bathroom. But for right now, stay clean.
You think, well, I'm not sending you outside. That's fine.
Right. Exactly. And then finally, are you a morning girl or a night owl?
I am a morning girl.
Okay.
I am a morning girl. I am an annoying morning girl from what my kids tell me. Because I apparently... My daughter tells me that I expect the rest of the world to get up because I did, and that's just not how it works. She reminds me often.
Oh gosh, how early do you start?
I'm usually awake around 5:30, working by 6:15.
Okay. Do you find that you get a lot? I know when I talk with a lot of other like morning people, they're done like they go all in from like 6:30 to 9:30 or 7 to 10, and then after that it's kind of like light work. Do you find like that's like your laser focused time?
So I find that I am the absolute most productive in between 6 o'clock in the morning and 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I usually put in a full 8-hour workday by 1 p.m. And I'll be quite honest, around 2, I tend to take a nap.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I get that. Yeah. After that.
I tend to take a nap, not a long one, but, and it's for some people, they're like, you are always sleeping in the middle of the day. It's like, I worked 8 hours before 1 p.m. What do you mean?
Yeah. While you were still sleeping, I was up getting this work.
But it's peaceful. It's quiet. It allows me before the phone starts ringing, before Messenger's going off, before my students have questions, before there's all of that to contend with. The bulk of the backside of my business, whether it's uploading the courses or creating the workbooks or planning out the training modules. That's my quiet time that I can actually get it done. It's a non-distracted time because a lot of the world isn't up and moving yet. So it's very peaceful for me to just focus.
Oh, no, I totally get it. And I try each week to set like some type of a goal, like, oh, maybe Thursday I'm gonna get up like a half hour early and do something. Doesn't always work. I try. It's all I can do is try. It doesn't always work. But ladies, if you are catching this late, comment replay and make sure that you grab these goodies. We are meeting with Megan Baxter, our social media strategist, and she has given us an amazing training on how to set up your social media for success. She's offering her free workbook, the reverse hashtag system. Go back through the training, watch the live, and add your notes. Be sure to follow Megan. I'm going to add the links below as well and get in on her 21-day challenge. Megan, thank you so much for spending your time with me again. I can't
Happy to be here anytime. I love coming to hang out.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's fun. And I learned so much. I'm learning so much from you. I can't thank you enough. And once this hacker is off my back, I'm gonna like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be so proud of me. You're gonna be like, go girl, that's right, that's my cleaning girl. I just have so much stuff sitting there. I just can't do anything with it, right now because I don't have access. So
well, when you're back, let me know and I will share you out. I'll do shout outs in my stories for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, ladies, like I said, you're in good hands, and continue to follow Megan. She'll be back again with some more social media tips and tricks. And be sure to grab the workbook, follow the links, get in her challenge, and we will see you next time. Thank you for joining the Cleaning Girl Clubhouse. Megan, thank you. And
thank you. Bye, ladies.